Galaxy. My name is Will Ronlick, and welcome to another review here on Alpha Omega Wolf Productions. So, Jessup and I have decided this is a little bit of a late Christmas review. Well, I guess it kind of is a holiday movie. We're going to be talking about the 2005 Disney hit, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is based off the popular kids book
By C.S.
and
Lewis
by
from
C.S. Lewis.
1950. I'm borrowing my dad's copy of the book, so
We haven't seen this movie in a while, and we wanted to see how well it actually holds up.
yeah. I remember seeing this in theaters when I was younger. Did you see it in theaters?
Yes, I did, and I
Yeah, I remember really loving it.
Yeah, I remember really liking it, and yeah, I still really like it.
And I had read the book already too, so I was very familiar with it.
Yeah, me too. I've read the book multiple times, so I basically know it inside and out.
I read Caspian at least once, but I never read the others. I think I read partway through Horse and His Boy.
Yeah.
But I could tell you what happens in that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say this is one of the adaptations that's actually good and stays faithful to the original source material.
It is weird because we see that Artemis Fowl tanked. I've never read Artemis Fowl, but I know how much people hated it. And I still haven't seen the movie yet. But and this book is what, about 186 pages.
Yeah.
So, I've read it here for reference. So it's short,
and
they stretch this out to 2.5 hours by adding some stuff that adds more depth to the characters.
Definitely, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. And how long was Artemis Fowl, like the movie and the book?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay. So maybe stretching out Artemis Fowl and adding in some cool new stuff would have made that movie better.
Yeah, I feel like with Artemis Fowl, there are like so many missed opportunities.
And this is mostly faithful. There's a couple of slight differences, but overall it's a good adaptation.
Yep. The four leads, Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy, they're all really enjoyable characters. I especially love Lucy.
Yeah, Peter is always my favorite. A lot of people said they hate Peter from this version.
No, I actually really thought Peter was
great. He's very protective of his family because his mom said to keep them safe at the beginning.
Yeah. And he's doing whatever it takes to protect them.
Exactly. Like, what are people talking about? He's a decent Peter.
Yeah.
So maybe he could have been better. Who knows?
Yeah. Susan was pessimistic.
Yeah, which works. That works for character. Edmund's he's just I can't say it.
He's kind of annoying at first.
Yeah, he redeems himself. He's kind of a jerk. Let's just say that.
Well, let's talk about the world of Narnia. I feel like this is one of the best world building we've seen in a movie in a while.
Exactly. And they had the book to go off too. Again,
like
old copy. I mean, look at this. Look how old this looks.
I love the set design and the cinematography. It all looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Like for the budget they had, which I looked up on IMDb, it's 180 million. They made the effects look really real.
Yeah, and they couldn't do this for the Lion King remake. Like, Aslan looks really good.
No, they made Aslan look like an actual lion, but they actually gave him facial expressions.
Yeah, and they couldn't use this for Lion King. That's what's mind-boggling.
Yeah, even though
a movie from 15 years ago.
Yeah, Disney had
so good. One that came out a year ago looks so bad. And they're in the same studio. What the heck?
Disney had the technology all those years ago, and yet they couldn't do it for a simple remake.
Yeah.
But I thought Liam Neeson as Aslan was really good.
Yeah, and sure, that probably wouldn't have fixed the Lion King remake, but it would have made it a lot better.
Yeah. How about we talk about some of the other aspects? So, like, how about the villain, the White Witch, played by Tilda Swinton?
Oh, she's great. You know her nowadays as the Ancient One from Doctor Strange.
Yep. But I thought she was a really well done villain. Like, she knew how to manipulate.
Yeah. She was in stuff prior to this movie, but I feel like this was like her breakout for us.
Definitely. And I'd say this is the same thing for James McAvoy, who played Mr. Tumnus, because I'm sure a lot of people were introduced to him through this movie.
Yeah. I agree too. He's gone on to some adult movies, like the It movies.
Yeah.
Which the kids can't see yet, but still we can mention that he was Bill in those movies,
Yeah,
or adult Bill.
yeah. And another one of my favorite aspects of this movie is the musical score by Harry Gregson Williams.
That was great, and he came back for the second one. I don't have the first movie's score, but I do have the second movie's score for some reason.
I feel like we have to review the other two movies at some
We'll
point.
get to those eventually.
Yeah, I guess with a bit of a bloated runtime, even though it adds more depth to the characters, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's good for the family.
Yeah. It's a good family. It's good action. It's very well, since the author C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien were like close friends, and we know Tolkien from Lord of the Rings, and they
Yeah,
were kind of doing like a friendly competition to see who could do the better Christian-based story. Which this is a little bit more on the nose, and it's the more kid-friendly version, but it's still good.
yeah.
Uh,
Even though this movie doesn't shy away from having its mature moments,
yeah, I mean, of the two, I'd say Lord of the Rings is the better one,
I would agree with that.
but this is worth checking out still.
Definitely, I highly recommend this if you're a fan of fantasy books, or you're a fan of if you want a movie to watch with your family, then I'd say this is a good recommendation.
Some things in the book probably will be a little too far for you to understand. This was
Yeah.
written in 1950, by the way. This copy my dad has came out, and this was the eighth printing from 1972. So this series story is older than us. Uh, Much older than my dad. My dad was born in 61. Would your dad have
um,
grown up with this?
I don't think so.
Okay. When was your dad born?
I forgot.
My dad's pretty easy to remember since he turned 60 this year.
Nice. All right, so
This year,
that's
whatever.
what does it, don't you think?
Yeah,
Is there anything else you want to add, or is that it?
it's the end of the year. Happy New Year. You'll be seeing more of us in the future.
Absolutely. We have to figure out our schedule and what we want some more reviews to be like. We got Coming to America, the Bollywood movie. We still have to review Yu-Gi-Oh the movie.
Jeez, I'm not looking forward to that.
I want to see it.
I have a history of Yu-Gi-Oh. Just to say.
Yeah. I think it'll actually be a good experiment for both of us.
Yeah. On terms of live streams, I'll be doing Injustice 2 next week, so if you want a preview for that for next year.
Yep. And actually,
Older game, but good game.
yep. And I have something special planned for the channel as well. Since Jessup is doing some video games, I figured I might as well throw my hat into the ring as well.
Yeah.
Since Jessup is doing PlayStation exclusive, I'll be doing some Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, so you'll see Will's. Mine will still be on Sunday evenings. I'm not sure when Will's will be yet.
I will figure out a time. I'll try to do at least one of them a week.
Yeah, that's what I do.
All right. So until next time, see you later, posse, and
See you later, posse.
and have a great 2021.